Position, Dwayne McKeever. He's definitely making a point, yeah. And that is going to be well, that's the run to beat, ladies and gentlemen. These boys need to step up their game if they're going to beat that score. We are up with James Fenn Bacon and 2JZ powered E46. I love a name that's got bacon in it. Yeah. Got my favourite food in it. Look at the run as well. Wow, on a perfect line. Not too much smoke, but the line driving now is excellent. I see it getting a little bit dark out there. Is it going to start to rain? Oh, smashing the bumper. Look how wide. This is a wild run from Bacon. Absolutely amazing.
Would you say that was a crispy run from Bacon?
I would say that's definitely a crispy run from Bacon. I like it, Mike. Well done.
And so it begins.
So James Fenn Bacon, sponsored by Baco Compact Limited. Relentless performance, track day and race preparation, bodywork and paint, Endless Welding Limited, Evolution branded workwear, living the drift life, and allows fiberglass and body repairs. 90-point run puts him in 6th position. A very good run.
And the scores now are starting to grow and
now
grow
they're starting
and
to creep up a little bit. How does he do it? Up next, James.
Bring it back down. Bring it back down. It's like a final there for a minute, that was.
Oh, but James Fenn Bacon, his last lap was absolutely phenomenal as well. 90-point run, but loads and loads of impact. So let's see what he does to improve on his last score. Look how flat he runs his tyres. Just saw the whole thing sort of grip up as he left the line there. Look at a big flick entry against the wall and a really nice wide line from Bacon. Here as he makes it beautiful for Cliff. Look how flat he's running his tyres. It must be like 5 PSI in there.
How are they staying on the rim?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm worried about. It looked like it almost came off the rim there. He's making it work.
Serious run by James.
Insane this run is. So much smoke coming off of the car. Wow. James Fenn Bacon, absolutely blinding run again.
Yeah, I think he might have done better than a 90 in that run. You going to make a guess or not? No?
91. No, 93.67. That's what I meant. That was it.
We rushed you.
93.67 puts him into 3rd position. Ian Rutherford, Fenn Bacon. He was absolutely flying in qualifying. Ian Rutherford, I don't know whether he's going to have the pace to keep up. Not the fastest track. Not the fastest car, sorry.
It is a fast track.
It's a fast track.
It's a very fast
it's not
track.
the fastest car out there. Oh, we shall see. We don't know until the
Here
battle
we
actually
go.
starts.
James Van Bacon lead them in.
Ian Rutherford getting a little bit of a jump there on the start just to try and gain some proximity. Massive entry from James Van Bacon. That's lovely. But Ian Rutherford making a dive at the start there, messing him up a little bit as he slows down from the middle of the track and has to make another dive again as they come through the first hairpin. Ian Rutherford makes another dive as they transition through the making a huge dive onto the side of James Van Bacon as they come round the final corner. Ian Rutherford. A few big dives there, a little bit of a mistake, but the diving was absolutely lovely to watch.
I think he made a dive and wasn't expecting to catch up as quick, and he had to nearly bail out of it. Hence what put him on the mid-line. But, yeah.
What a good run from both drivers there.
Very
James
good.
Van Bacon
James Van Bacon's on it, and that's a fast car. Like.
Yeah, nice lead line from him. In Rutherford, a few dives. I think it messed him up a little bit there after his first run. I think he got a little bit caught up.
Yeah. I think he was surprised at how much ground he made up very quickly.
Yeah, slowed the car up a little bit much and then had to cut the track to make another dive. Let's go, we'll swap him around, James.
Slight advantage to Ian Rutherford according to our power bar.
Yeah, so Ian Rutherford to lead, James Van Bacon to chase.
Big flick along the wall, nice.
Nice, but not very much proximity at the minute from James Van Bacon. Ian Rutherford drives down the hill on a lovely line. James Van Bacon's got a lot to do to make a dive. Is he going to gain some proximity now? I think he will when he make a transition. He's going to make that dive straight onto the side of Ian Rutherford's door. He does. As they come around the thing, there is absolutely nothing between them as they come across the line.
That's exactly as the judges asked for that last corner. They said they want your front wheel towards the lead car's passenger door, and that's perfect. Absolutely perfect. But what a lead line from Ian Rutherford now. That car is, I think it's actually surprising a lot of people with the pace, including James Van Bacon.
Yeah, James Van Bacon. He left Ian Rutherford a little bit of gap. I think Ian Rutherford's quite quick around the top, around the first part of the track. And James Van Bacon just wasn't quite prepared for that. But he makes it up for the second part in the tighter part of the track. He made that huge dive onto the second hairpin and just stuck it to the side of Ian Rutherford's rear quarter. And now we wait for the judges to tell us how that played out. Who took the win?
I don't know, that's a tough one.
Who are you saying, Mike?
I'm going to say it's either Ian Rutherford or James Van Bacon or one more time.
Okay, thanks.
One of them three, I'm not sure which one. What do you think?
I mean, I think you're right. I'm going with your
I think you hit the nail on the head, right?
Yeah, I think I'm going with what you said.
It's fine, Brad's going to come in and tell us we're like, oh, this is it. No, they seen something that we didn't, Mike. I think it could be one more time.
You're going to go for one more time?
I think so.
I'm not sure.
Ian Rutherford had a very good lead run.
No. James Van Bacon takes the win. James Van Bacon takes the win, ladies and gentlemen. And unfortunately, that was the end of the weekend for Ian Rutherford.
So we can hear Ian doing a phenomenal burnout. Like, that's how you leave a drift event. Massive burnout.
Huge burnout.
Yeah. There's no point bringing these tires home.
So in the chat, we have James Van Bacon versus...
Oh, these are two evenly matched cars. Like
They
JZs, 630, 620 brake horsepower.
E46.
Two of them run Zestinos.
They're very similar, aren't they?
It's just BMW versus S chassis, really, isn't it?
It is indeed, my lead. Magic blazing jet ski.
Every time. Every time.
James to lead, Magic to chase. They come up the hill. They've just had a sighting lap, so they will know exactly what to expect as they throw it into the first corner. A little bit shallow from James Van Bacon, and Magic still not got the pace. Doesn't look like he's trying to make a dive now onto the rear quarter. He's cutting the track slightly just to make up a little bit of proximity. A very wide line from James Van Bacon, and Magic now climbing onto the rear quarter, but just getting caught up again, and a little bit of a straighten and a reinitiation from Magic.
Yeah, the judges are going to penalise him heavy for that. He was just in the wrong place, that's all it was. Yeah, he just got himself boxed in.
I don't know if he was boxed in there. I think he may have bogged down. I think he could have carried. I don't know. I think he could have carried on, but I think the car may have bogged on him. May still have that power issue that he was complaining about earlier. Well, let's swap them around. Magic to lead. James to chase. Magic's obviously very happy, so he can't be too down on power. go-ahead from our track marshal, and off they go. Magic to lead, James to chase, and come over the hill. A subdued entry from Magic, but looks very good. James Van Bacon straight on the rear corner of Magic. Are they going to go wide? They're not going to go wide, but James on the wrong part of the track, making a dive now as they come through the first hairpin. Have they switched back? Is he going to make another dive onto the rear corner? A big flick over rotation now, allowing Magic to drive away for the rest of the track. A bit of a mistake there from Van Bacon.
Magic as well. I think he maybe dropped the wheel, which I know it's not a big deduction, but it's still a deduction. So it'll be interesting to see how to judge this one.
Yeah, let's have a look here. James Van Bacon straight on the rear quarter of Magic. Magic is fairly high, but he does cut the track for 3. Runs a little bit wider than there. Almost runs off the track. James Van Bacon makes a big dive there. Finds himself wide. That's 2 wheels off there as he comes through. And he'll go a little bit straight here and initiates. And, flicks back a very early transition.
He hesitated there, which really affected James in the chase position. You see James just threw the more angle, and then obviously he slowed up a bit more. So
yeah, I think
a tough one for the judges.
I think that was a mistake from Van Bacon as he comes around. It's just 1 wheel off by Magic, but look how many wheels off. 2 wheels off, very much very deep there by James Van Bacon. I see it's under review. The judge is having a chat about that as we are up in the tower. And we'll see can they come to a decision? I think they are coming to a decision. They do. And James Van Bacon takes the win, ladies and gentlemen. And unfortunately, the end of the day for Magic Blazing Jet Ski.
I wonder, are we going to hear from the judges now, or they just seem to talk to us kind of whenever they want and not when we want. So it's hard.
I would like to hear from the judges.
I'd like to hear on that one as well. I'd like to pick the brains.
Right, guys. So we had to watch the replay because on Magic's lead, he did drop a wheel at 4, and then he dropped a wheel at 5. James Van Bacon did drop 2 wheels behind him, but he did actually run a better line 1, 2, and 3 in the chase, and he had better proximity. So overall, we think that it just done enough to take the battle.
Okay, well there you have it, just enough. A very close battle there. Round 2 again.
Mind blowing, he's well able to keep up with the big boys. That's for sure there.
Yeah. Now we have James Van Bacon versus Ross Barr.
Ross Barr is a man on a mission today. I think he's just like, I'm going to the podium, and he's just decided it and gone, I'm going to do well here.
He was on a man on a mission on Friday. You see, all
actually.
of his runs. He has been since he got here.
He's just crazy. Watch these
entries. There we go.
from
James Van Bacon enters against the wall, and Ross Barr straight on the rear quarter of James Van Bacon on a lovely lead line. But look at Ross Barr, look how close he is to come into the first hairpin. Ross Barr knocking on the corner of Van Bacon. James Van Bacon's BMW transition
Ross Barr
makes another dive. He is climbing back up, finds himself a little bit behind now as they cross the line, but wow.
Driftland, make some noise. That is what we're all here to see. Very good driving from both drivers there.
Ross Barr, that's his chase.
He just
so good.
I'm going to a podium. He's just decided it here. I'm going to a podium.
James Van Bacon, don't count him out
yet.
No.
That's right. We're on the edge of our seat now.
Right, we have to
look at the concentration in Ross. Ross is does not take anything serious at all. But I've never seen him that serious there. So as they're waiting, here we go. They're getting the sign. Ross Barr to lead in, James Van Bacon to chase. Banging through the gears. Listen to the scream of Ross's car. What an initiation. James Van Bacon is not letting him get away. Ross shallow enough from clip 3, but James is following him down the hill, starting to reel into proximity.
Yes.
Ross is just at Dwayne McKeever's school of driving. He's just doing it on the clutch and seeing what happens.
Yeah, just a little bit too much a gap there at the end, but look at James Van Bacon tapping him as he come around the final corner.
That's another close battle.
It is another
very close battle. Like, even if we look at the power bar now, there's just such an ever so slightly advantage to Ross Bar. But, you know, a few replays can change that.
Look how close Ross Bar is as they come around this corner. Lovely line by James Van Bacon as well, but Ross Bar cut the track a little bit through 3 as they come down the hill. Look, fully on the lock stops. They come around here, cutting the corner again.
Just lets the clutch out and lights the tyres up and goes. Like, brilliant.
A fantastic run to watch. Absolutely fantastic battle to watch. Or do we have any decision? Oh, we're under review again, Mike.
What could it be reviewing? we need these extra camera angles, I think. Like, they're seeing other stuff that we're not.
We want to review as well.
Yeah, I'm going to review this.
Such a close battle. No wonder all of these are under review. All
That's
of the battles have been
they're
very,
actually
very
looking
close.
for the smallest of errors, just so, like, okay, he did that there, you know, he dropped it half a wheel here, or little things like that, because it's going to come down to them little details, and that's what's going to separate the two drivers.
Yeah, look, James starting to make a dive here, but
Ross
Barr
very shallow there now.
Yeah, shallow off of clip 3. Are you going to count that down?
I think in the opposite way, James did get clip 3, if I'm correct. I could be completely wrong. I usually am, Mike.
I think he did get clip 3.
I think he did. I think he was about the B line, if I'm correct. So you see both drivers sitting there just waiting. Ross Barr's biting the nails. He doesn't know what to do.
We're going to have, they're really building up the suspense. There's a lot to talk about. We're going to see it one more time. Or are we going to see...
And
who's that?
Ross Barr gets the win.
Gets the win, ladies and gentlemen. And unfortunately, that's the end of the day for James Van Bacon.
Definitely need to hit James Van Bacon, killing it with the burnout.
Yeah,
of course.
Absolutely, definitely. And judges, that was a long review, so I'd like to know what you were reviewing, please.
Yep, so we had a case of Van Bacon's lead was much cleaner than Ross Barr's. Ross Barr was weak on 3. We wanted to make sure that he got out to 4. He wasn't as good in 5, but we didn't feel that it overturned the difference in proximity. The aggression and proximity from Barr was better than Van Bacon's, and ultimately just scraped him the win.
Okay, there we go. Thank you very much for clearing that up, and I believe that is our last battle of the Funk Motorsport Great 8.
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Ooh, I've been on the flex since flex zone. Neighborhood all in your eardrums. I ain't never scared like Bone Crush. Boy, I got God, don't fear none. My line busy, take no calls. Feels like I don't have no flaws. Snakes in the grass, cut those off. Yo, squad shady, my bros raw. No breaks, we go, 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 go. Throw shade, that's a no, 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 no. Go high, go low, low, low. Like spinning in a 644. Cash money like 504. Ball like AD 24. No sleep, need more, more, more. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.